Hi everyone, new video. First of all, I'm back, of course. Since about early last week, I still have those goddamn stitches in my mouth, and they are very annoying. But other than that, I'm fine. So what I've been working on, as you can see here, is the rendering engine for this thing. What it does is it uses a system similar to Octree, where it partitions triangles. It's like you just feed triangles into the engine, and it just chops them all up and puts them into this sort of grid. So you only have to render what's close by in your view, only what's visible. And you can see there's just like 49 batches for zoomed all the way out, and if you zoom all the way in, it's just like nothing, just like 7 or a couple of them, like 20 or so. This is very different than the way I used to do, which was just render the whole map, which was really inefficient. So now I get like on my actual Nexus tablet, I get like 10 frames a second more than what I used to get. So it's very good. It scales very well with the size of the map. So that's a big thing. That's very important that I did. And another problem I did, I'll just turn this off really quick because I hate it. There we go. And another problem that I solved, and this took forever to figure out, was a quality problem with, as it turns out, the way Tegra, right, calculates texture coordinates if they're repeated, because it only has like 20-bit floating points in the pixel shader, and this is like, believe it or not, like repeating textures is like kind of a big deal on Tegra, because those shitty 20-bit floats don't have enough precision. So I'll show you some pictures of what happens. This here is like a zoomed in of what it's supposed to look like normally when you're close to the edge of the map where the texture coordinates are near 0, so it looks fine. But if you go on the same map to the opposite edge of the map, this happens. It's all pixelated. You can see here along the shore and the water. It's all really pixelated, and all of this is just because there's not enough precision in the texture coordinates. So that's I mean, it's a really basic thing, and that Tegra can't seem to even do that right. So I spent some time fixing that, and as you can see here, for on the left side, right, it's rendering correctly because I fixed it for that shader, and it's also working correctly for what do you call it, for the grid. And the way this is done, actually I'm not gonna go into detail. If someone is interested, they can just message me and I'll explain it in detail. But that took forever to figure out what the actual problem was, and I'm really happy I fixed it, because it just looks horrible without the fix. It's just like a technique that recalculates texture coordinates on the fly, depending on where you are. I still have a few things on my to-do list, mostly like, you know, technical engine stuff before I go back to adding more features and the Civ borders and all that. So hopefully there will be a new video soon with new features.